music lately, haven't we? Let's grab... Off to the Adventurers Guild we go! Who knows? Maybe Catherine already has something lined up.
Add Ast...
Come on, boss. You can't just let this one slide. You've painstakingly built up a reputation as the bona fide Beetle Battle King.
Yeah, that little punk must have used some underhanded trick to catch you off guard. I just know it.
Hey, chill, boys, chill. Relax. I just underestimated my opponent. And can you blame me without boring? Anyway, enough about that. We're gonna stick to the plan, all right? The almighty... just imagine it. A whole lot of that kiddo will be trembling with fear. No tricks this time, no sir. Just an easy win for Ito.
All right, boss. Way to go.
But we don't know when Shinobu's coming back. Where do we even start with organizing the almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating Extreme Beetle Brawl? Based on our experience with the almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drum-Along Festival, we'll need to register the event with the Tenryo Commission and obtain a permit. And I think we also need proof of a venue rental. We're going to need to pay for all that stuff somehow. If we want the Extreme Brawl to be even more extravagant than the Drum-Along...
Stop! So we need some funds, huh? Easy. Just need to tweak our 3-day weekend policy, as well as our 1-day week policy. Let's work flat out and do 2 days on, 4 days off. That way, we'll work an extra 4 days between us, which means we'll earn 4...
Amazing, boss! Then all we need to figure out is...
Shoot, that's right. That brat said he'll be bringing 5 of his top guys to fight us fair and square. But boss, you're the only one in our gang who's any good at beetle fighting. If they come at you in waves, you're gonna have a hard time no matter how good you are.
Come on, you two. It's a little early to be getting cold feet. You're thinking too many steps ahead. Where's your Arataki gang attitude? Come on! I'll find a way to deal with this. Easy peasy, lavender melon squeezy. Maybe I can hit up my usual beetle fighting crowd. Or maybe I can visit Naganohara Fireworks and see if I can rope that gal into it. Oh, scratch that. If I did that, then news of me losing to that brat would spread around Hanamizaka. Ugh, my reputation would never recover.
True. So, Bullchucker, what are you up to this time?
Oh, you scared me. When did you get here?
Seriously? We've been standing here for ages. We were headed to the Adventurers Guild, but then we saw you, Kaz.
Hey, don't forget the extreme part. Can't do without the coolest bit of the... Compadre, you'll understand my passion for beetle fighting eventually. You just need more practice.
So you're looking for a way to recover your pride after a humiliating defeat, are you?
What? No, come on, it's not like that. I was ambushed. Ambushed, I'm telling ya.
That's right. Some poser calling himself Grandmaster Hanakato challenged the boss in a brief moment of exhaustion after an intense beetle battling session. He used a ridiculously huge Oni Kabuto and flipped boss's beetle over in a matter of seconds. And then he said something like, Welcome to the world of real beetle fighters.
Mamoru! He's young. Anyway, compadre, I've heard that you're talented at pretty much everything. You pick up new skills almost instantly, and before you know it, you're a pro.
Paimon knows what you're going to say next, bullchucker. They're going to ask us to avenge you and defeat that Grandmaster Hanakato for free, aren't you?
For free? Flying lavender melon. Do you really think that I, Arataki Ito, have no code of honor? Listen, compadre, if you do this for me, I'll buy you both lunch.
One bull every day?
Some little phony was going around calling himself the bona fide Beetle Battle King, and after 92 brutal rounds of beetle battling that lasted one full day and night, the boss...
But the kid offered Boss a 1 free bowl of ramen daily coupon from his family's We don't know how good his family's ramen is, but the sheer quantity... Besides, Boss's beetle fighting techniques are improving so fast that he'll easily have... The only slight snag is...
Don't sweat the details.
Wait! We haven't agreed yet?
I've already challenged this Grandmaster kid, and he accepted. As for the venue, I think I have an idea. But first, compadre, how many... Sound good? Good. All right then, Mike.
Sheesh! Ito sure just have to learn how to beetle fight and help him beat his opponents, right? Ugh, listen to you. Is Bullchecker's childishness...
Take it easy.
Not bad. Mamoru and Akira have delivered the goods. Let's start setting this baby up. Ow! Now this is what... Booyah, compadre! And this awesome poster I made is the cherry on top.
Great carpentry, traveler! And great...
This place seems pretty far from...
Oh, you bet they will. When you're as famous as I am, people will fall. I heard this is the spot where they held the sword fighting contest during the Iridori Fest. Next up, time to show you my
Oh, it really is a red Oni Kabuto. Huh. Paimon didn't expect you to... Can Paimon take a closer...
Go ahead, feast your eyes. But...
Huh? That smells...
Huh? What? Oh, you're a man?
Speaking of which, Boss, you haven't applied a protective coating on top of the war paint yet.
Don't worry. The almighty Arataki extraordinary and exhilarating All right, you guys go grab some flyers and start bringing in the crowds. In the meantime, I'll be helping my compadre in flying lap. After that, we'll celebrate over a meal. So much going on.
This your venue? Not bad. Bigger than I expected.
It's Grandmaster Hanakato! He's here!
Wait, what? You're not supposed to know about this place yet.
Aren't you forgetting something? Bonafide Beetle Battle King? We elite beetle fighters can sense each other's presence. Or how else would we have crossed paths last time? Looks to me like you're still busy frantically preparing.
No. I just underestimated...
Huh? So that's the kid, but the way he talks is pretty unique. It all...
Grandmaster Hanakato! You did well, but you're about to regret showing up here uninvited because you have just...
Good. You seem more confident this time. But if I crushed you right away, I'd miss out on all the fun.
Using your minions to... Then we'll just send out Nope. If Flying Lavender Melon's representing the Arataki gang, we got... got it. We'll send sky-cleaving, white-iron Lavender Melon out...
Huh? Why Paimon?
Boss! Are we seriously going to fight them right now?
We haven't had time to spread the news about the match yet. Also, your compadre and your compadre's melon haven't even tried beetle fighting before.
You make a good point. But the fact is, the kid's here now, and I ain't about to back down. We'll have to put the publicity side of things on hold for now. As for beetle fighting techniques, I'll be mentoring Flying Lavender Melon. Nope, sky-cleaving white iron
Hey! Why are you assuming that Paimon will lose before it's even started?
White Iron Lavender Melon! Show him the might of the Arataki gang! Sending you out first is part of my elaborate strategy, you know. I got my inspiration from a Liyue tale that Shinobu told me. Face their strongest with your weakest, their weakest with your average, and their average with your strongest. Then you're guaranteed to win 2 out of 3 rounds. You may be talented, but you lack practical battle experience. With all the elite beetle battlers here, I'm afraid to say you're a small fry. By sending a dopey little melon up first, we can get one of their best fighters to waste all their strength on the low-flying fruit. We'll make short work of them this time.
But according to your logic, if you're planning to face their leader, Grandmaster Hanakato, doesn't that make you our weakest fighter?
Huh? That can't be right. Ah, you little twerp. I never said my strategy was exactly the same as the one in the story.
Fine. Paimon'll do it already. But prepare to eat your words, mister! Low-flying fruit? Paimon will show you!
What a pathetic. You can paint your Onikabuto any color you being able to pick out a prize Onikabuto.
That's a strange...
That's exactly right, Minnie. Nice sounding theory, but it ain't gonna... Listen up, White Iron Lavender Melon. You need to watch your opponent's Onikabuto closely, so as long as the opponent's in...
Got it! So when the opponent attacks, we get our Onikabuto. Sounds simple enough. Paimon will give it a go. The Traveler heard the explanation.
Are you seriously learning beetle fighting right before a match? You underestimate who you're up against. Enough talk. Put your Onikabuto on the table and show me what you've got.
Amazing, Mini Melon! Whoa! Pretty talented, ain't ya? You sure showed them who's boss. You, my little friend, have earned yourself an egg roll later today.
Grandmaster Hanakato, I lost to a...
Don't worry. It seems that there are... You defy my expectations once again, bona fide beetle. From today onward, I will send one of my generals here daily to face you. Be sure that you survive until the final battle. Otherwise, your declaration of war will become the laughingstock of the entire beetle fighting world.
Aw, wait just a minute. Leaving so soon? What are you, scared? He's so annoying, turning up here uninvited.
From what Grandmaster Hanakato said, seems like he's gonna send some of his
That's right. Looks like we won't have time to make the almighty art. Meh, works for me. An audience would have been sweet, but at the... Look at you flying. Gets me thinking about myself back in the day when I first entered...
Oh, so did you also take that...
The boss got brutally beaten.
I think Boss is saying he was inspired by White Iron...
Come on, that's all in the past now. Spilled milk, water under the bridge. It's up to the three of us now. Me, the bona fide Beetle Battle King. Paimon, the sky-cleaving white iron lavender mount. The three of us have to unite to take down Grand. Before we face each opponent, we need to talk strategy. As long as we win more matches than we lose, Grandmaster Hanako...
Ballchecker seems to be taking this all pretty still. That beetle fight was pretty fun. And we do get 2 months worth of free ramen if we help him win this.
That's what I'm talking about! Just follow my lead and give your all in battle. Grandmaster Hanakado's about to get more than he bargained.
Yeah. Hit. Hit.
Arataki Gang, I'm here to...
Oh, what? Is he running out of people? 'Cause...
It's not you, I'm empty vessels. This blonde gal, on the other hand, looks like a strong and able...
Hey, what are you two... Well, my compadre here is strong for sure, but, she's just outside help.
Hey, nice idea! The Arataki gang may not be the strongest gang. If it's cool with you, Paimon could be called Arataki for 3 days only Paimon. Or Paimon, temporary leader of the Arataki gang.
Hey, don't let your opponent lead you astray. She's clearly just trying to sow Just wait till I defeat her boss.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't care about the Arataki Gang's Let's see just how good Blondie...
You got this. This'll be a walk in the park for you.
Yeah, remember the tips that White Iron Lavender Melon and I shared with you previously. Time your moves right, catch her off guard.
Dream on. You'll never dodge my moves, 'cause I never miss.
Easy money.
It's my lucky day! Going somewhere?
Cheap tricks.
Gotcha. Take it easy. Quietly
My
now.
blade!
Spring force! Ha!
Things are about to get dicey.
I swear by my sword!
Finally,
Busted.
Propagate!
I'm ready.
time for the fairy retribution!
We cut down like this.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues. Take it easy. Here comes the catch. I trust you. We may leave at... I hope...
There's more!
Gotcha.
Insolence shall be punished.
Propagate! Where are you?
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Vertictus?
Wind, hear me.
Out of my sight.
Busted. Quietly now.
Scatter!
Things are about to get dicey.
Retribution! Better than nothing.
Yeah. Busted. Easy money. Yeah. Yeah. pleasant surprise. Take it easy. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Another bad one? No, let me try again. That child is flocking
Here comes the catch.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Barbados, guide us.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Go and play!
Game's up. Fun's over.
I swear by my sword.
Gotcha.
There's more! It's my lucky day!
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues. Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
To the very...
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Wind, hear me.
Propagate!
Quietly now. Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Busted.
Burn!
Comes over. Quietly now. Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Time for retribution!
Wind, hear me!
Gotcha.
You will pay for that.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Propagate!
Take it easy.
Burn!
Who is flying?
Gotcha. Busted.
Barbados, guide us.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Germinate! Propagate!
Damn it! Where did I go?
Here comes the cash. Busted.
I swear by my sword!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Verdict is...
Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the cash.
Or retribution!
Busted.
Barbados, guide us.
Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
Burn!
Take it easy. Cha!
My lucky day! Let's get down to business!
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Propagate!
Light away! Boom!
Scatter!
Quietly now. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Germinate!
I swear by my sword!
Time for retribution!
Busted. Quietly now. What a pleasant surprise. Take it easy.
Okay.
Here comes the catch. Cha, cha.
Propagate!
Burn. My flame has been extinguished.
Going splash!
Going somewhere?
Gotcha. Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Barbados, guide us.
Fairy. No.
Easy money. Quietly now.
Light blade.
Spring force!
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Fairy.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Ah, you must also be here to try. Teijima has protected, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
This looks like Tejima's. Let's see what we today. The villagers and I got to today. I helped rescue a kid who had. I went kite flying today. Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again. Now that's the kind of. So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time... The soil must be something pretty amazing. It looks like a letter. Konda Village. Huh. But he's been here for 30... Well, let's go...
Well, I'll be. That's certainly... Still, over the years, I must have made an... And just look at all the... How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regret, everything I felt for her. It's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
I've already waited this long. May as well keep waiting. I've already waited this long. May as well keep waiting.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
I've already waited this long. May as well keep waiting.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order, but why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you?
One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the vision hunt.
To be perfectly honest, I don't see. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
I got a new letter from an informant. Situation. It's changed again.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Another test subject.
Quietly now.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after us.
So what did you see?
Food supplies. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was... But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency, and no one ever appreciated.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was true. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency if you're still curious, why don't I see? Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no sword? Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. In hindsight, why don't you ask him about the sword Oh, but and don't worry, I won't charge much for it.
At least we now know where the emergency provision. Let's go talk to Kurt. What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Is it just me? Or are there more Outlanders now?
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert.
You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, She heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Whew, good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little for... Aha! Suspicious person...
How did you catch up with me so quick? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he, unless...
excuse... And what are you doing sneaking up...
Bad news? I don't care to talk about that.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, because I don't wish to see Domon. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster. I had begun training 5 years before him, and our practitioners of Make-Yoshi, but Domon, Sensei I thought so too at the... Only then did I realize that he was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei. Of all the disciples, I was the... Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete so you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it. Still, Paimon's not...
What? You're saying, does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible?
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can... But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Ai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her. Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past,
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into... As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated the...
Lady Yai, I'm not sure
The path of the sword masters filled with twists. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands, and only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Anzai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Anzai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Anzai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from... It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our... Now I know that we can't place our hopes in, but that is no reason to strip them of theirs.
But what if one day I put everything I had into trying to become the best? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of... I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei...
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of me. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not... But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore. Well, don't just...
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that's so...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Ai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Protection of the Electro Archive.
Come with me.
Let the wind lead.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more...
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery.
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only
makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more... The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the
How can they be like...
Nevertheless, in...
Resistance? You mean...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there is... But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely... Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for... It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What?
Have you got a plan yet to fight...
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already...
So...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is... For example, by providing vision...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, the problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions...
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term... Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for... You want to know?
The books were more interesting in the past.
Just hand it over. You don't. If you think your elemental powers, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered.
Can't you make...
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch... Psst. Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean... Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given the... this is your...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Think nothing of it. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu is being...
Whoa, talk about it.
Not bad, huh?
Time to break...
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot...
Come on, this This way! I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a little present to...
Yes,
Yes,
Busted!
Go as one!
I swear by my sword!
Scatter!
Things are about to get dicey.
I must withdraw.
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Propagate!
I must withdraw.
Watch your step!
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Bested.
Busted.
Propagate! Spring forth!
Game's up. Fun's over. Take it easy.
Who goes there?
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick.
Scatter!
Busted.
Propagate!
Gotcha.
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
I must
Busted.
withdraw.
Brace yourselves.
Soldiers!
Quietly now.
Germinate!
Don't hold watch your step.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
I dare you! It's time for retribution!
Busted.
Propagate!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Train hard.
Guide us! Scatter!
Watch your step! I've been bested.
Take it easy.
over there?
Brace yourselves. Don't hold back.
Verdict is...
Things are about to get dicey.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Watch your step.
Quietly now.
Show me what you've got.
I didn't factor this in. Here comes the catch. Busted.
Propagate!
Wind, hear me.
I need to train harder. No train down. Bastard.
Take it easy. Quietly now. Busted.
I must withdraw.
Gotcha. Quietly now. Take it easy. Game's up. Fun is over.
must be...
Did you really think that little trick of your... locking you...
Oh no! Those Tenryo...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then...
I can't bear to watch.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Paimon sure would...
Hey, this is our chance.
Yoimiya, are you
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were...
Fireworks aren't just for festivals. I was particularly... Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Everybody...
Look, the coast is clear!
Yoimiya.
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those all...
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could... Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judge... He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring...
Well...
Leave this.
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the...
Thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rest. Right, Kujasara. Do you think it seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryo Commission? How about we go tell...
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. I wonder if we should try establishing contact.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also in her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act...
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is we are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable.
Don't...
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without them. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt, it is time we make ready our—
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better. Yes, which reminds me. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decrees.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do—
You being in a constant state of Toma.
I'd say a funny enough.
A hotbot game?
Simply put, every person prepares then we take it in turns to close our eyes. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even had— Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to... Let's see what we've got here. Nice! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now. This was possibly the scariest looking hot pot Paimon's ever seen. Fortunately, Toma ended up eating all the weird stuff.
You can say that again. But hey, at least I got the most points. Oh, wait a moment. That doesn't feel good.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards. Even with a traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it...
Perhaps I did get a little... I think my luck is already taken. So without further ado, I hereby
Oh, bro...
Good effort, team.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is... And with the extra time...
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to come. I'll tidy things up here.
There's gonna be a secret.
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma. Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon! Hold on!
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro...
Individual request? You mean personal?
Correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, she wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence.
Probably your mom's best buddy.
Never. And although my mother and father passed away, according to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki.
Paimon thinks it sounds like...
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us? Do you need us to...
No. Her address is given in the notebook. Please keep everything The proper course of action would be to involve... Exactly. That, and you...
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before.
Wonderful. And...
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, sounds good.
Take it easy.
This must be...
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we...
No! What made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence here in Inazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very... Each season brings its own festival. And each festival, in turn, brings a... So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also a cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This story...
Oh, so you weren't checking out the promotion?
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with...
Oh, greetings to you too.
Oh,
Let me see.
Could...
Oh, it's Miss Kamisato. You'd like us to make a kimono following...
Please, if...
I'm honored that you'd choose ogre. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require, as you well know, in all honesty, But of course...
So you're saying we need...
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get...
You could try the international... The only thing is their prices.
Huh. So even just... Wait! The International Trade Association?
Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very small request. Could you...
Why is she being so secret?
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kami. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product.
That's very... Traveler, Paimon? Let's try our luck at... This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around. Look, there he is.
Looks like we found...
What am I gonna...
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh! You're...
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler... Thanks again for your help last time.
That's great, but...
Well, it's embarrassing to admit.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of... We imported a big batch of... Recently, we heard that clothing stores... Well...
Well, I also take issue with aspects...
Anyway, there doesn't...
I am afraid I can't intervene.
Of course, I would...
Huh?
Yes. Acting in my own capacity, mind you. I do so not without reservation. That aside,
Given your position and that of the International Trade Association...
We will. But, what if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't...
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the
Whoa, that's
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location...
Thank you so much.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts...
All right, off!
It's raining again? Oh, this isn't good. The rain washed... Gotcha. Take it easy.
I swear by my sword!
Time for retribution!
Propagate! Go as one!
Things are about to get dicey.
Burn!
Barbados! Spring forth! Go as one!
Bustin'. Game's up. Fun's over.
Time for retribution!
Scatter!
Quietly now. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Busted. Wind, hear me.
Go as one!
Verdict is...
Here comes the catch.
Scatter!
Quietly now. Really? Things are about to get dicey.
I swear by my sword!
Burn!
Scatter! Go as one!
Huh?